What's up, everybody? We are on the second to last day of the February Wordle competition. Be sure to stick to the end, guys. You are not going to believe what I came up with. I have to say, I'm a little bit of a mastermind for these contests. We're going to have a brand new one in March. Just to whet your appetite, it's going to be called March Mania. I have a feeling that March Madness might have already been kind of like copyrighted. That's the popular tournament that is done with all the top-ranking U.S. colleges and universities for basketball. So I don't want to call it March Madness, plus I want to be a little bit more original, so we're going to call it March Mania. You guys are going to love it. So let's do today's Wordle, and then after the solve, we'll do the announcement for the March competition. It's incredible. It really is. Okay, what are we doing today? We are going to play the February 27 Wordle, and it's voter. Okay, voter is the word that we're going to enter today. Yep, and then we just have one more to go. And then remember, guys, I am going to need a few days to aggregate all the results and do the final tallies and all that good stuff, and inevitably have to mention a few people whose results just didn't come through. Okay, so we'll need a little bit of time to get that all straightened out. But finish strong today and tomorrow. Voter, we had it. Let's see how it did. O and E. O locked in, E out of position. That's not bad. There is no way, I don't think, that the E would go first or third. So that's good. We have this sucker, I think, locked in it like that. So that's the structure. Oh boy. So we have an issue. There's some traps. Okay. And I think one of them will be worse than the other, so that's probably the one that we'll need to examine first. You've got the ouse trap. Douse would be good, to get like doused with water. House. Louse. Mouse. Oh, shoot. There's also the OO trap. So there's goose. Loose. Having a little bit of a blank here. I forget if we had loose. Okay, I think we had goose. And then moose. Okay. So I just discovered that. But the other one that I noticed is odge. Dodge. Maybe hodge. Like hodgepodge. Lodge for sure. So that one doesn't maybe look as terrible as I thought. It looks like it would be dodge and lodge. We had dodge. We had dodge because I have an image of some kids playing a game of dodgeball. I don't think I would do hodge or podge. I feel like I don't even know how I would define them, but I know they go together like a hodgepodge, like a mishmash. So what we have to do is sort of like we did yesterday, see which trap is worse and get out of that one as fast as possible and get to hopefully the correct answer. So this one is really, I think it would just come down to the lodge, okay? And then the other one would be yeah, so oos. I don't think we had loose, to be honest. I think that was one of the words, perhaps, for either this month or the previous. I can't remember. So I'm not sure. We might have had it. We might not have. We did have moose, and goose. So then that leaves us with this. We had house, and we had louse, and we even had mouse. Okay, now there could be some other things that I'm completely overlooking. Like I just realized there's also, oh my God, there's always, guys, there's always, there's noise. We had that, so that's good. Yeah, all right, so I think that's pretty much it. So I think it's going to be down to, I think it will be down to lodge and douse. Lodge and douse. And when you're down to that situation, you pretty much should go for the word that I think is just maybe slightly more common. I'm going to go with lodge. Of course, if it's douse, I'm going to be furious. Here we go. Did we get lodge in 2? Oh my gosh, yes we did. Yes, sweet. Whoa. Okay, we have to go straight to you know who. I am liking the calcal, by the way, guys. We started with voter. Holy cow. I can't believe it. I think this is going to be a good one, but we'll see how good. Maybe it literally just says, oh, you need to do lodge next, in which case a lot of people will get it. Okay. And then the E, right? So now let's calculate the next guess. Oh, it's 7th. And I guess I'm glad I did it because douse wasn't even in there. Now, the louse is there, to be fair, but guys, we had it. And then loose, I wasn't sure. We may have had it. I might have gotten it confused with the previous word that we put in either for this month or the last month. I never would have thought of pool or loop. I mean, I think I know what it is. Isn't it like a magnifying glass? I wouldn't have used longe. But anyways, let's go ahead and select lodge. Oh, no. Select pool, I guess, right? I don't think a lot of people would put that in, though, because it's kind of an unusual word, right? But let's suppose, you do. And then you would have this, right? Okay. And then it's certainly lodge or loose. So I think people should be able to successfully get this in 2 or 3. That's the bottom line. Having said that, I'll take the 2 any day. Wow, especially with you guys, you're so good. And as you know, I had a really kind of like rough patch there for almost a week where I just kept getting 4s, and some of them were good 4s and some of them were bad 4s. This is an amazing 2. I love it. Okay, so are you guys ready? Let's do this in advance because I want to give people a chance to think about whether they really want to do this competition because it is a month long. And as you know, March is a long month. Okay. So here is what we're going to do. Again, it's going to be called March Mania. It's sort of in the spirit of March Madness where you basically start off with like a ton of teams, and I think it's like 32 teams, and then they get through. Then you have the elimination, and then you go to the next round. It's sweet. They call it the Sweet 16. Even if you get to Sweet 16, that's pretty prestigious. And then it cuts down to 8. Then it's called the Final 4, and then of course you would have the playoffs with the final 2. Okay, we're going to do something similar. Now, first thing I need to do is give credit to this amazing word list, and this is thanks to Bob. Okay. This is thanks to Bob. So let's put this over here. Oh, wow. How good is that? That's perfect. Okay, guys. And maybe I think it's pretty readable. Yeah, I think you can read that, right? So this is Bob's list. Bob is a wonderful member and subscriber. And he was one, if you guys remember, for February, he was one of the 3 that we were that he was vying with Lady Andrea and also I think Alistair. Don't worry, Alistair, I saw the other email you gave me. Don't worry, we're going to put your list in this year sometime, I promise. But I thought this would be appropriate for March, the March Wordle contest. Here's why. Because look at these words, guys. These are on the hard side. You've got fuzzy, Zippo, mama, and so on and so forth. So take note of it. You might want to screenshot it or just enter them so that you know exactly which word. As always, I will remind you what word we're going to do. Incidentally, before I forget, let's put in, I'll put in directly above me. Tomorrow's word is going to be color. Okay, so don't forget, tomorrow the grand finale is color. That'll be an important word to finish off the contest. Incidentally, we haven't had color yet, surprisingly enough, so there's a possibility we could all finish with a hole in one. Anyways, this is Bob's list. These are very, very challenging words. As you can see, almost all of them have a repeated letter, and as you can see, almost all of them have non-ideal letters. So it's going to make it challenging even to potentially solve the Wordle, okay? There will be risk of failure, okay? So that's the list that we're going to use throughout the entire month. And amazingly, guys, no sooner than you think that this contest is over, we begin on Saturday. Can you believe it? Saturday is March 1st, so that'll be the first day. Now let's go over the rules of the contest. So we know what list we're using, right? So the first word will be fuzzy. Ouch. That's a tough one. Okay, now let's look at the rules. Here we go. Okay, again, guys, I hope this is, should be pretty legible. In any case, I'm going to read this off to us. So there we go. Contest rules. Throughout the contest, you must play in hard mode. However, guess what? Of course, I'm not going to be there to force you to stay in hard mode. At any point, you can exit hard mode if you wish to preserve your streak. But at any instant that you do that throughout the entire month, it doesn't matter what round we're at, if you decide to exit hard mode, you'll be eliminated from the competition, okay? Next, this is just to reiterate that we must start with Bob's starter word for each corresponding day. So from the beginning on March 1st, you're going to put in, I think it was fuzzy, and then all the way down to March 31st would be nutty. 3, the results must be submitted each day in the comments, but they do not require the XXX format, okay? You just need to show your path to the solution. Keep track of your results yourself so you have a record of them in case you make it through all 4 rounds, okay? So this is just to give me a little bit of a break from having to scrape all that data and create massive spreadsheets. You're not going to be, vying directly against me. I'm just going to play each day and sort of act as the host and do my best as well. But it's like you're not really competing against me. It's kind of like competing against yourself, okay? It's like Survivor. So just put your path to solution. This is all you really need to do, and then you feel free to put in any comments and stuff like that. But we don't need the XXX format, and you'll see how this will work, so that we will determine a winner. Now, here come the rounds. So round 1 will be, these are essentially divided into 4 weeks, more or less. Although if you think about it, there's 31 days, so you'll see there's a surprise finale here. Round 1 is going to go from March 1st to March 7th. Anyone who does not fail within that first week remains in the competition, okay? So it's kind of like an easy round. Just don't fail. That's it, okay? And if you do fail, you're eliminated. And again, guys, you have to be honest when you post your results, okay? Now, next, round 2. This is going to go from March 8 to March 14. Okay, so effective March 8th throughout the entire week to the 14th, anyone with a score of 5 guesses or fewer remains in the competition. So in other words, if you get a 6 or fail, bye-bye, you're eliminated. Okay, next we go to round 3. This is going to be from March 15 to March 21. Now it's really going to get tough. Anyone with a score of 4 guesses or fewer remains in the competition. Everyone else is eliminated. So if you get a 5 guesser, a 6 guesser, or fail, bye-bye, you're out, okay? Now, that is going to be very hard. For instance, in this this technically current competition, I'm actually lucky. I didn't get a single 5 guesser. Everything was a 4 or under. But I feel like there's a lot of situations where I was really close to a 5, okay? So that is going to be, this is starting to, where it's going to be challenging. Now, I decided for round 4 to keep it the same because I feel like that's challenging enough. Remember, guys, we're starting off with the worst starter words imaginable. Lady Andrea's starter list was quite friendly in comparison. So you're going to have another week, okay? Another week. And again, it's still going to be challenging. Anyone with a score of 4 guesses or fewer will remain in the competition. A 5, a 6, or a fail, you're thrown out. And you must report your results honestly, okay? If you fail or if you're eliminated from any round, it's up to you if you want to decide to continue to post your results. But as far as the competition goes, you wouldn't qualify. Okay, whoops, let's get that back on. Okay, here we go, guys. Now this one, this round 4, this is sudden death. Now it's only going to last for 3 days, okay? The final 3 days of March, okay? Because March has a little bit more than 4 weeks. Here we go. Anyone with a score of 3 guesses or fewer each day remains in the competition. Everyone else is eliminated. So the instant you get a 4, a 5, a 6 or a fail for any one of those 3 days, bye-bye. All right? I told you this was going to be a good one, guys. I told you. Okay? Now let me get back the rest of the screen here. Okay? And now here comes number 9 in our rules. Any remaining survivors after round 4 will send me an email with their entire 31-day history. Again, guys, the idea is that you're posting this so that we can all just, assess the honesty of your results. And it just saves me some time. I just don't have time to go in and create the spreadsheets and scrape all the data. However, if you survived, you are going to email me your entire 31-day history so that I can see it all at once. And yes, I am going to import it into a cheat detection algorithm, actually the same one that we're using for the current competition. Okay? And as long as you pass the cheat detection algorithm, right, you played honestly, then you will go to step 10. And let me just move this up. And here's step 10. I will do a random spinner to pick a winner, and we will do this in early April because I'll obviously need a few days to wait for everybody to submit their email, run it through the cheat detection program, and then we'll do a random spinner during a video. And the winner, by the way, if there is one, because I suspect that a lot of people are going to get thrown out on those last 3 days. It's going to be extremely difficult to get a 3-guesser effectively 3 days in a row. Okay. However, if there is a winner, then that person will receive a $250 gift card. Okay. And honestly, the more important thing is that person will go down as one of the best and luckiest Wordlers in history. When you send me your email, guys, it needs to look something like this. Hey, Art, I managed to survive the entire March Mania, and here are my results. So 1 means March 1st, and it's like, you're going to start with fuzzy. Just pretend you went fuzzy, stare, dingo, bingo, and the answer is bingo. There you go. So that, obviously, you went through successfully for day 1. But remember, when you get to the final 3 days and so on, you can't do any worse than a 3. So if you happen to go nutty, paste, cast, and the answer was cast, and that's amazing, there you go, okay? But I'm just going to warn you guys, don't play games with me, okay? This is here to have fun. It's a decent amount of money. And so if you cheat, keep in mind that not only are you cheating, but you're stealing. Because if somebody did honestly get that, you basically committed theft and prevented them from getting that gift card. So you have to be honest, okay? Well, in any case, try to play any games you want, but the cheat detection algorithm is pretty close to bulletproof. And there you go. So how about that, guys? Is this going to be insane or what? This is going to be absolutely incredible. And there you have it. So I wish you guys a lot of luck. I hope you guys like the concept behind this. If for any reason you detected any any potential issues that I didn't consider for the competition, anything that I should have considered, or any little loopholes or anything like that, do let me know. I'll still have a day to iron it out, but I think it's pretty much going to be bulletproof in its both in its concept and in its execution. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed today. Again, we're going to start with color tomorrow. It's the grand finale. I wish you guys all luck, and we're going to see you tomorrow for the next round of, for the final round of the February Wordle contest.